Greetings to all of you who are joining me today in Take Time series. Hope you had a great week. And today, let's look what happens when God is with us. We can clearly understand that anything that happens when God is with us is going to be good. Initially, we see during the birth of Jesus Christ that when Joseph was announced about Jesus' birth, we can read in Matthew chapter 1 verse 21, and I can read that verse for you. She will have a son, and you will name him Jesus, because he will save his people from their sins. So Jesus predominantly came to this world to deal with the sins that human beings have been facing with for generations. And again, as we continue to read, we can read in verse 23 that says, "A virgin will become pregnant and have a son, and he will be named Emmanuel, which means God is with us." So when God is with us, everything that happens is going to be for good. In the Old Testament, we can read about Joseph, and it says in Genesis chapter 39, verses 1 and 2, that says the Lord was with Joseph. So when Lord was with Joseph, everything that he did prospered. In those days, we get to know from history that when the masters hired the slaves, in order to make sure that the slaves are perfectly good for them, they had to be stripped off and they were made to stand naked, and the masters went about checking them if they are quite perfect. When Joseph was bought as a slave by his master, he would have stand stripped off. But remember, his father clothed him with the best dress among all his brothers. He had the colored robe, but now where did the colored robe go? He had nothing on him. He left back his father, he left back his brothers, and he left back his family. But here he's standing all alone by himself. But Bible says the Lord was with Joseph. So that made a big difference. Now Joseph was totally contented with what God did for him. He had no words of murmuring. He was not going against the Lord's word, but he had accepted and believed on this one thing, that God is with us and he will lead us wherever we are. And he started to believe on God, and we know how it ended up with Joseph. Genesis chapter 39 verse 5 says that whatever Joseph did prospered. So he was actually enjoying the blessing of God that happened over all that he did. Now when we believe and when we accept that God is with us, then whatever we happen to do, be it a small thing or a big thing, will be blessed. So you will become the spring or the fountain of blessing to everyone who is around you. And we will have to believe it if we want to live it. You might be facing a situation where the ones whom you depended upon all these days is no more to help you out. Take heart and let your spirits be enlightened, because God is with you and he is willing to bless you. All that we have to do is just receive it and believe it. And I also wish the same for you. Go ahead and live your life. Let God be with you, and God bless you.